Hey subscribers, and welcome to Momentum channel. In this video, I want to go over my active investing portfolio that I have with Wealthtrade and review its accounts performance over the past months. At the end of the video, I will show you also my stock purchases during the month and my intention for the top of stocks that I intend to actually buy in the upcoming months. So without any further ado, let's get into it. As you can see, I do have three different types of account with Wealthsimple Trade, and the first one that we're going to take a look at is my personal account. So here currently showing roughly about $6,200 in value for the portfolio value, and the 3 months performance for the this portfolio has been 11%. 1 year performance has been 18%. On top of that, showing a 1 month performance of 8.31%. Not too bad for this past month of May. Moving on, we have my RSP account. The 1 month performance has been 11% plus, 1 week performance, as well as the 3 months and 1 year performance of 36+% for all time performance. This account wasn't open actually that long ago. In fact, I opened it only in early March of this year. Lastly, moving on to my tax-free savings account, the 1 year performance, it's 3 months performance, 17%, 1 month's performance of 13.16%, and it's been quite a ride for this account, which hasn't been open again for that long. Now let's take a closer look at the different types of stocks that I own in my portfolio. On my TFSA account, as I scroll up, you are going to be able to see all my stocks in this portfolio, and I'm going to show you the total value. So you would see the total return for any of these stocks. So you own 4 shares of AbbVie with a very positive performance. Facebook showing a positive 8.38%. There are a couple of negatives in there as well. Twilio has been the best performing for this portfolio and account with an 81% performance. Moving on, taking a look at the RSP account, here almost everything is in positive. We don't have that many stocks owned in this account. AbbVie showing a 23%. We have also Foot Locker, 53% plus, and of course a number of other stocks that we own here, you could see. Taking a look at the personal account, here we own a number of various stocks, in fact closer to 31 different holdings. So let's take a look at them. Total value, Air Canada is not doing so well. I own 2 shares of Air Canada, currently showing a negative 17%. Have a number of healthcare and pharmaceuticals such as Bristol Myers. We also own a number of cloud companies here, including Hubs. A number of cruise companies such as the Royal Caribbean Cruise, showing a very positive 66% plus. So that's definitely a very good return. UDAO is one of those leverage funds that, again, showing a very positive return as well. So that kind of concludes review of different holdings that I possess. I try to scroll over them slowly so you get a chance to take a look at them and see where things are at, what's the return on them. But I want to also take a quick look at the different purchases that I had in the month of May in my different accounts. But before that, let's actually take a look at the dividend. So you can see slowly different dividend payments made in this month. AbbVie paid us, a number of REIT companies paid us, Bristol Myers paid us as well, and a couple of index funds and ETFs as well that paid us the dividends. Okay, now let's take a look at different buys that we had in this month. I did purchase quite a number of different stocks here, so I'll scroll here, scroll down, and stop here at the actual purchases, the one that says cancel or the one that didn't get fulfilled. But bought the share of Qualcomm. That's a US stock, so I click on it, you see a $78 USD. That was the purchase price, because I want to differentiate between the Canadian conversion and the actual one. You also bought VRE, shares of Laurentian Bank, $2 cost average. Bought a number of REITs this month, including SMU, TNT, AX. Pfizer was one of the other companies, the US pharmaceutical company that we bought 1 share for $37. Again, a number of different REIT, real estate investing trust. And we also bought shares of Pfizer, another one here, and 2 shares of the banks, Toronto Dominion Bank and Royal Bank. And these are the shares that I had talked about in my previous videos. In fact, just recently on the channel, talked about differences between different stocks, top banking companies, and which bank is a better buy. And here in this channel, we're all about transparency. So based on the extensive research that we've done, and as we look through it, once we decide which stocks are actually in a better shape in terms of valuation, in terms of their prospects, we really go ahead and purchase them. Earlier I indicated that I want to share with you the stocks that I'm actually keeping an eye on and want to go ahead and buy them in the month of June. And for that, there are a couple of ones that are on my list. First and foremost, I want to focus on some of those growth stocks, which may be at this time a little bit overvalued, but I do believe that they have excellent potential ahead of them. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger and buy these stocks. One of them is the Zoom company. And you know that during this pandemic, many companies are actually moving to online working environments, working remotely, and Zoom is definitely one of those companies. They've had an amazing run. They've increased their revenue tremendously over the past quarters, and they will be announcing their recent financials data on June 2nd. So I intend to hopefully buy at least one share of Zoom before their announcement on June 2nd, and afterwards we'll keep an eye on how the stock market reacts to their financials. If the stock value goes higher up, it's just the great news. If it goes down, again, I think that's a good opportunity for me then to buy more shares of Zoom, because long term, I think that's the trend that we're going to follow. Other stocks that I'm looking at, there's a number of companies in information technology. I might be making a video dedicated to those and really differentiating them, but just for the sake of this video, those would be XIT and ZQQ. Most of them are Canadian ETFs in the information technology, which I think would be excellent buys. Shopify is another one. It's the price for this stock is really high at this time. I would say 1,000 Canadian dollars for one share. So definitely be considered one of the more expensive stocks that I've ever bought. But I think Shopify has good potential. We made a video a few weeks ago about comparing Amazon to Shopify and Alibaba. In that video, which I will leave the link in the description, we talked about the comparison of these different stocks and which one is a better buy. Based on that video, I already went ahead in the month of May, bought 5 shares of Alibaba. And you might have noticed that I didn't talk about those things here in my review. It's just because I have my portfolio with other brokerage as well. I have a portfolio with Questrade where I do possess quite a number of different stocks, but this video was focusing more on Wealthsimple. That being said, I think Shopify still is a great buy, so I intend to at least buy 1 share of Shopify, hopefully in the month of June. Other stocks that I would like to buy them more includes TELUS. It's a telecommunication company. I have shares of TELUS. They pay a very good dividend, but I want to really take advantage of the stock price this time and maybe dollar cost average a little bit more. And a number of different real estate investing trust stocks, including the Artis Real Estate, RIT, Summit Industrial Income, and RioCan. There you have it, folks. These are my top picks for the month of June, and I'm hoping to provide another update at the end of next month so you can see where this portfolio is heading, how it's growing, and the performance of it during the stock market volatility. Let me know which stocks are you considering to buy right now. Love to hear from you in the comment section down below. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Momentum channel. It really helps grow this channel and would really mean a lot to me. Here on Momentum channel, we post weekly videos about stock market investing and financial freedom. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you next time.